5, 4. We've got ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. Welcome to another edition of Mouthpiece Included, where we speak politics. That's politics and sports mix. So go ahead and please share this link. Enjoy the show. Stand back or stand by or stand down, or whatever the fuck Trump says. Stand by and stand back until the show starts. It's going to start in 2 minutes, so please take this time to like, share, subscribe. It's an open panel. If you do want to pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. And today's topic is Conor Bedard, the Victor Wembanyama of the NHL, plus hot weekly political topics. Like, share, subscribe.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
I asked everybody who they thought was going to win the NFC North. Look at the picture under Sal Paolantonio's name. He's going with
a team that is known as the Bears.
The Bears. Why?
I am going with the Chicago Bears because I like what their new general manager's done in terms of their front seven. Their front seven is going to be a far more active front seven on defense. I like the way Justin Fields has really developed as a dual threat quarterback who can win from the pocket. But when he is running, he's a really scary quarterback running outside the numbers. He is fearless. He is tough. And I think he is in the MVP conversation. The Bears have a good foundation in place.
You know what? I want to ride with my man Sal. Cindy,
Tough and
change my
fearless,
pick.
but
Give me
not
the Bears.
smart.
The Bears.
We're going to take the North and never give it back.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can
Man, where do they keep the honey around here?
God is a fan of the
Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like
Oh,
a gaggle of
jeez,
girls?
Al.
The Bears.
Who wants to start in
Cheese here.
30 seconds? Please
I don't
like,
go
share,
to
subscribe.
church, and I know God understands.
Open panel.
I can
Open
stay on
panel.
my couch
Pull up.
because
Links in the
God
chat.
is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls? The Bears!
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Bring a towel. When you get out of the water, you need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says, don't forget to bring a towel. Okay. Thanks, Tally. You want to get high? No.
Yeah, buddy, we are in the building for another edition of Mouthpiece Included. Yes, sir. Conor Bedard is in the building. Conor Bedard. We unpacking it. Oh, yeah. We're going to unpack this today. Appreciate your patience as we paid some bills. Big ups to our sponsor, Weenie in the Butt. It's 97.1. Welcome to Mouthpiece Included, where we talk politics, which is a fusion of sports and politics. This is your co-host, 9 Millie. Thanks for your presence. This morning, we're going to contrast and compare two of the most exciting young talents in their respective sports out there. Conor Bedard, drop dead gorgeous. And Victor Wembanyama. That's right, Victor Wembanyama. Some sort of Pookie or Ray Ray, but I don't think he's American born. He's some sort of color. Bedard is a Canadian ice hockey player who was the first overall pick by our beloved Chicago Blackhawks in the 2023 NHL draft and has been dominating the league ever since. Now, Big Wemby, he's a French basketball player, some sort of African Frenchman, who plays for the San Antonio Spurs in the league. He was also a first overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. Both of these players are considered generational talents, meaning they have the potential to change the game and both become legends. But who's more impressive? Who has a brighter future? Who would you rather have on your team? Would you rather have that drop dead gorgeous Conor Bedard, smacking the puck around the ice? Or would you rather have Big Wemby, the big croissant, 7'4", moving around, blocking shots, playing on both sides of the court? You know what I mean? That's what we're going to debate in today's episode. So, with the help of some Silverback guests, as always, we want our Silverback, and we want your opinions. So we're going to be giving some weekly takes on some hot topics, and of course, we may have picked the major booger of the week for you. Nobody's got time. So stand down, stand back, stand by, pull up. And if you do pull up, oh boy, I think I forgot my mouthpiece. If you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. All right. Let's go ahead and get Big Ace, Jackie Robinson's finest world traveler in the building. TATN Mouthpiece included.
TATN.
Better. What up, fool?
What up, fool? What's going on? Been got a little bit under the weather because of all this traveling and going into hot weather and coming back to cold weather, but everything's all good. Everything is A to the G.
You gotta start traveling with your little Asian girl mask on.
Yeah, my spouse started coughing the other day on the plane, and the whole row in front of us put on their little mask.
You don't have a spouse. You have a wife, fella.
Okay.
Spouse is for some sort of. You have a Mrs. gender. You don't have a misgender.
No, I don't have any.
I just want to be clear. They came up with spouse so that it doesn't have any, sexual
identification.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, and the whole row in front of us put on a mask, except for Archie Bunker that was sitting in front of us. He was like, I don't give a damn. It was just one damn cough, but that's what you gotta deal with on the planes and trains and automobiles, and then you go in the airport, nobody's still washing their damn hands. So what difference does it?
Nobody washing their hands, and according to my wife, they don't even wash them in the women's bathroom.
No, man, it's disgusting.
Always trying to shake somebody's damn hand, and they wonder why we've been giving them the fist for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's all you need, fella. You don't wash your hands.
You got one hand in your bum, and you got one hand in your nose,
and
your third hand you want to stick it out towards me. I don't know where that hand's been.
Absolutely. So yeah. Word for the day. Wash your damn hands. Phrase for the day.
That's right.
I know they went over doing COVID, but it has nothing to do with COVID.
No, and it's not acceptable to be in a place with hot water and soap, and then choose not to wash your hands because you're going to go outside and allegedly put some hand sanitizer on your hands.
Allegedly.
But that's not. Wash your hands. If you want to put some hand sanitizer on after you touch the door handle and leave the bathroom, that's fine too.
Yeah. But they're just walking right out of the bathroom, looking right at you, washing your hands, and you're watching them like walking right out of the bathroom.
Right out
coming out of the shitter.
They be playing too with they had the tailored suits and the hair all slicked back.
Yeah. Don't wash their hands. They want to shake yours. No, thank you, buddy.
And then, if there's a kid in there, you're being a bad role model. But, yeah, it is what it is. Let's get to it. All right, baseball, bro.
We
fired Rossi and hired Craig Counsell. The Cubs.
Yeah, they are. I think they're going to make a push for Tiny. If you're firing Rossi and bringing in, I guess they deem a better manager, you're going to be making some big money moves this year, and I think Ohtani has got to be the big one for the North Side Ball Club of the city of Chicago, and they're looking to bring in more talent. So.
I mean, what did Rossi do wrong, bro? I mean, they flirted with the playoffs, and nobody expected them to do much more than that.
It was. I guess they just had a chance to upgrade, just like when they went and got Joe Madden. And so
the team is ready. Let's fire the guy who got him there and get somebody in there who can process.
Yeah, they both drop dead gorgeous. So it's just a matter of finding which one to get you to the promised land.
Yeah, I remember Craig Counsell. He'd had that chewing tobacco in one half his mouth, the chewing gum on the other, be spitting and scratching his nuts on national TV. Tough kid, smart.
I don't think he washed his hands.
No, digging in his ass at the plate. They used to, like, damn, don't y'all know we could see you? You could have done all that in the dugout.
Right, before you got out here and got all eyes on you, you son of a.
Yeah.
But he's your manager now on the North Side, and hopefully all this changed for him.
All right, yeah. So big ups to Craig Counsell. You got anything from the Sox before we move on?
Yeah, I got to see what's going to happen. They cleared house. They got rid of every damn player they had. So we'll see who they'll bring in. They got rid of all the pitching. They let Tim Anderson go.
So they got rid of everybody. So it's going to be Justin Fields' fault if they start out and, win like 30, 40 games this next season. It's Justin Fields' fault.
They're going to bring Justin Fields out with the Sox uniform, throw out the first pitch. And by the time we get midway through the season and they're 40 games down, we can blame it on the Justin Fields effect of coming out and throwing the first pitch. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you guys don't think there's some white supremacy involved with what's going on in quarterbacking, you're naive, in my opinion. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's a whole lot of talk about the processor, the processing, and they used to say, they can't say he can't think like the rest of us, So it's processing now, and it's all about getting the ball out of your hands fast, which would negate your athletic ability, right? So the premium is on those guys who can think quick, get it out their hands quick, and Justin needs to get rid of the ball. Well, if I know I can get past this jackass right here 7 times out of 10 and break it for 100 yards, I'm sorry, I'm playing my game.
That's right. I don't give a damn what you're calling, but you're calling it with these bums you had on the offensive line.
Bums.
And expecting the kid to process with, they say he needs 2.8 seconds. He had to get the ball out in 1 second, to complete a pass, and that's damn near virtually impossible for the receiver to get downfield, turn around, and be in a position to catch the ball. So, the Bears should have started out definitely this season, going with what got them there at the end of last season, which was running the ball. And then they could have, built upon the offense from there. So I don't know who in the building didn't understand that. Apparently everybody. But I would have been running the damn football to get this season started.
Man, with those 3 backs, I would have had all those backs eligible to play, available every game. And yes, you got those 3 backs. They got to get 12 carries each, man.
Right, talking about that. He doesn't play special teams, so he's inactive. Are you nuts? Imagine telling Mike Dicker, Dennis Rentley doesn't play special teams for us, so we can't have him on the active roster this week.
And Ace, what was I saying in the preseason? I said it. I said that's our hardest running back. I said it, and they came right out there and made him inactive. Ace, everybody was enamored with the rookie. I get it. I like the rookie Roshan. I like Herbert, but I mean, I do. And I'm not even saying maybe he should have started over Herbert, but I said I would have been starting him just because of how hard he runs, and I felt like it. And he could block better than Herbert, which helps. So now instead of having Herbert out there whiffing blocking assignments, Bilbo Bajan has had a veteran running back there who knows his assignments, who can give him more time. All of this matters.
Right. But apparently not to the Chicago Bears organization. Whoever is putting a final 53 together every week didn't consider, having as much talent out there as you could. So, he was on the inactive roster for a few.
Well, because you can't use him. You can't put a feather in your bum and use him in Getsy's system and have him running jet sweeps and nonsense all game.
Not the jet sweep. Well, I've been yet to eat crow on Velus Jones this year. As I've said in the past, it's time.
No, I might mess around and have to eat crow. However, I must say on Madden, he's a beast. Okay, and beast, and yeah, that when he fell in the end zone, that was his fault. But I mean, other than that, Velus Jones, he's a pookie. They're gonna look at Velus just like the way they did Claypool. Because if Claypool is still on my team, I'm sorry. He's still on my team, and we're going to get what we can out of him. I don't want to hear this shit about culture. This big guy's about to run around there and run routes, and he's going to have a couple of breakout games. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not letting him go because the meatballs in the media and the coaching staff can't deal with this guy. You know what I mean? I know his type. He's a pretty boy. You know what I mean? He wants to be. Yeah.
And he was from Notre Dame.
Yeah. Exactly.
Pretty boy. Right. So you know what he was. You knew what he was when he got him, when you picked him up. So
yes, he just got a little, but he got scapegoated, and the Bears organization was okay with that. You know what I mean? And it just became too loud. The noise around him became too loud. But I just hate to say it. If he was blonde haired, blue eyed, I really don't think it would have played out that way.
Yeah. I mean, I would kept them out there. Damn it, if you don't want to block, motherfucker, somebody's going to run up behind you and push you into the next man to block or something. But, we're going to get something out of you. You gave up a damn second-round draft pick for you.
Everybody misses blocks. I've watched this tight end miss multiple blocks. My point is, if the guy is missing blocks, stop calling plays to his side where it's important for him to make the damn block. That's all.
Right.
That's called coaching to your talents.
Right. Send him out on a route and let him take that DB deep or the safety deep, and then run the plays up underneath him. I mean,
if I had a team of all big thigh muscle black kids, right? Yeah. Baseball coaching like you, and I had one small thigh muscle kid on the team.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have this kid. Oh, he can't steal second. I keep sending him, and since he can't steal home, you know what I mean. He's the slowest kid on my team. Stop sending him. Look at him getting thrown out. Look at him he can't take the lead off. He keep getting picked off base. Stop it, then.
We call it in baseball knowing your personnel. You got to know your personnel.
KYP.
You know what you got to do. Yeah.
KYP.
You got to know what your players can do and what they can't do. And if you know this guy can't block, why the hell do you keep calling him plays to his side where he's got to block and make something happen for the play to actually work the spring? So, but that's been my problem with the coaching administration this whole season, figuring out what the hell they're going to do with the talent they have to get where they need to go, and I don't think they can do it. So, I hate to change the offensive philosophy again, but the OC at least got to go. I wouldn't be mad if the coach and the OC and all his coaches left, but
I wouldn't either. I think it'd be more steady though if you just got rid of the OC.
Yeah. But if Harbaugh becomes available, I'm cleaning house.
Well, yeah, and we're gonna get there because he's another one hand in his nose, the other one in his ass, and getting away with it, cheating everywhere he goes. And,
well,
you know what I mean? He's smart. No, that motherfucker's cheating. He cheated on the test. If I
Yeah,
was at
exactly.
school and he cheated on the test, and I knew he cheated on the test, I'm not gonna go around and say he's smart.
Yeah, but he cheats, and he knows he cheats until he gets caught, and then he moves on. So hopefully we'll get to the Super Bowl before he moves on. And
well, I've been wanting that guy for a long time, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
he's a bear. He was a bear.
Yeah, and our
Captain
president has got Big Ten ties, so either he likes Harbaugh or he doesn't.
Right. This whole scandal they got going on there in Michigan is kind of fluky too.
Well, it's the same stuff they do to U of I whenever. This is how those power teams stay in power. You remember how they did us with the Blazers when we were finally building our basketball programs, getting the Benji Wilsons and the Marcus Liberties.
Yeah, what the hell's going on down there in Champaign?
They cheating. Same thing with UNLV. They was cheating. Who was the other team with Michigan basketball? They was cheating.
Yeah, with the Fab Five.
Right. Come on, man. They was just ahead of their time with the name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, absolutely. They knew what was coming up. They knew what they had,
and they weren't the only ones doing it. But
everybody was doing it.
Quarterback of the week 8. I went with C.J. Stroud. Broke a rookie record, throwing the ball all over the field.
Well, that was my number one predicted draft.
You did say it. You said
this year.
Bezos didn't want him because he don't like Ohio State quarterbacks.
Man, that kid's a stud.
I remember you saying it.
Yeah, I took him over Bryce Young. I'm not giving up on Bryce Young. Bryce Young is on a shit team, and they're going to be shit for quite a while. So it's just a matter of whether he gets it going there in Carolina, or he has to go somewhere else after his rookie contract. But I always thought he was too small.
Shit team. They give it up 3 sacks to the Bears.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You thought I did? Yeah, he's definitely slight. I wouldn't have started him this season, Ace. I would have let him work on his get stronger. You know what I mean? And I probably would have ran him out there around week 12, week 13. He wouldn't be in this situation right now. Same thing with Fields. Fields wouldn't have played that whole first season at all. So people won't be talking about it's been 3 years when it ain't been 3 years. We're in the middle of his second season.
Yeah. We let the ginger do whatever he needs to do for Nagy. Maybe Nagy would still be here if Fields got to sit out.
If he wasn't a homosexual.
Allegedly.
They said he had plays written all over his basement. Bought a house and bare downed it, and they couldn't even sell it because nobody wanted that shit all over that house. You know what I mean?
You got to sell it to a Bear fan.
Sell it to another. Sounds like maggot. All right, let's get on with it. So we got our quarter. Who was your quarterback? Do you agree? Quarterback?
Yeah. You got to go with C.J. Stroud.
Stroud.
That kid had a hell of a game. My goodness. Came out there and gave him the business.
That's quarterback of the week. Now,
I got a runner-up, though. I'll give it to my runner-up was the guy from Minnesota came off the street.
Man, off the street. They was telling them what they was running in the huddle.
Yeah. They come out there and win the NFL.
The Bears coaching staff could have never pulled off anything close to that.
Absolutely not. But
nothing close to that.
That was a heck of a performance. So
nobody's talking about how smart Pookie Ray was for Minnesota to be able to process all of that.
Yeah. Not even know the plays and come out the street and win a damn NFL.
Yeah, they're giving all the credit to the coach.
Yeah.
Which they deserve credit, but come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's Pookie coming out there, Pookie,
and even though they started as having a great season, he's injured. Pookie, you got to look at Pookie. If Bilbo Bajan can get all this national media attention, and this and the third, Pookie is playing for Minnesota and they get on national TV, I want to hear them talk about how this guy is pushing for the other guy who's getting paid all this money He's been that guy for all these years.
Well,
Ain't
he's
won
out
an
for the
NFC championship.
Yeah, he's out for the year. He got an Achilles tear.
Right.
He's broke.
So so I want to hear, since while he's hurt, that this is his replacement. I want to hear.
Yeah. I don't know why Arizona. I mean, I know Kyler Murray was coming back, but I wouldn't have traded him, but not for no 7th-round pick. Jeez, the Bears should have been on the phone.
Of course, that's what I said. He'd have been in my quarterback room. Peterman would have been gone. Him and Bill Ball. Yeah, they're in your quarterback room figuring it out.
Yeah. So whatever happens, you got somebody capable of running the team and getting us where we need to go. If Justin's hurt or Bilbo's hurt or if Dobbs is hurt.
I would have picked up that guy Dallas picked up.
Oh, Trey Lance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
somebody else could play video games with.
Everybody's not on the phones like the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Yeah, they're always on the phone.
Hey, and you see what it did? It got
Prescott.
Pookie Prescott. Yeah, got him on his game. Pookie Prescott.
They're like, hey, what do you think about Dallas signing your replacement? No, it's okay. I'm glad he's here. No, you ain't glad he's here, man. They pay you too much money. They get rid of you in a heartbeat. You haven't won anything.
Yeah, putting in that extra work. All right, we're gonna jump to the Bulls right quick. I mean, to the NBA Wemby watch. So they're like 3-6 the last time I checked. It's not panning out so far like I thought. There are people talking about he can get some MVP votes though. Besides me, but they're gonna have to be at least, over 500, man, for to get an MVP vote. You got to, bro.
I think they'll go on the run. They're gonna make some trades probably, and they get rid of those guys that don't want to give them the ball.
The ones that's hating on them.
Yeah.
That's all it could be, man. That's all it could be, bro.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not want to get a guy the damn ball?
Man,
he's 7'5", he can shoot threes, block
and he's balling for you on the defensive end, man. Like, give him the ball. He's a dream big. He's a dream big.
Give him the damn rock, man. What are you doing? It comes to the fourth quarter, and you got a 7'5" player, and you don't want to give him the damn ball.
And we know as the Spurs roster is, if they had guys who we thought shouldn't give them the ball, they wouldn't have had Wemby. Right? Anybody who was in a position to get Wemby only has players who should get Wemby the ball.
Right. Absolutely. Unless they're running around with their pride monkey on their back and thinking, he's just a rookie. Yeah.
Well, here's a topic we brought up here. You said money would never do it, and there's been some rumor, and you heard it right here first on Mouthpiece included. TATN. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, that's right, is doing what I suggested, allegedly cutting his son off, Lamar Jordan or whatever the fuck his name is.
Jeffrey.
Junior.
Whatever. Jordan.
Cutting his son off for messing with Lars Pippen if he goes through with the Lars Pippen thing. His son was even saying that Jordan was going to be the best man, and Jordan ain't got nothing to do with that. So go ahead, Ace. Again, you got sons. I try to tell you, man. Come on, man. If you know this is a rat, and you've been telling your son, you know what I mean? This is a rat. And now I got to leave you the legacy of money, and I know that you got a gold digging rat. I'm not leaving you shit. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fire him from the company. He can still work his way up, but out of the
in a mailroom,
out of the decision making in the future of the Jordan enterprise and future endeavors. And plus, he's got I think he's got 2 daughters with the new wife. So, what kind of example is their older brother running around with a worldwide hood rat? Yeah. He's got to do it. I mean, he is my boy, though.
Yeah, see, I don't have a son. I get it, but bro, like, I get it. But you got other kids, and this is your legacy you're leaving. And this is a gold digger. This is a gold digger in the picture. And
Yeah.
he should know better. You raise him better than that. And this is not only just a regular gold digger. It's somebody he grew up with. You know, it's just weird. And Mike has had to have been against it from the beginning. Like, and now Mary, bro? Mary?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Maybe Mike is saying that's Juanita's son. Maybe he'll phrase it like that. But
Well, if I'm Mike, I'm gonna tell him if she doesn't sign this ironclad prenup that my attorneys have drawn up, I'm cutting you off if you marry her. There you go. That's it. I'm cutting you off. You on your own. You and Lars can make y'all money on your own, bro. What's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. Because it is his money, it's his company, his name, his brand. The simple fact that that out of all the women
in the
world, that you had to go hook up with Scottie Pippen.
Basically, your auntie, your step aunt.
Yeah.
Your dad's brother's ex-wife, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's messy.
Yeah, it's super messy. And you can't see it working long term. And
Jordan probably hit that back in the day.
Probably. Before she got the Pip and never know.
Yes.
And the young Jordan probably don't know either, but I'm sure he'll tell him now.
Yeah, he probably know now. Right. Pippen know though. That's why he been hating on Mike. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pippen know.
Yeah. Pippen. I mean, Mike liked the lighter skinned Latin women or drop dead gorgeous women for his side pieces.
Let's hear from the chat. Have you guys if your son was marrying a known gold digging rat, allegedly, in my opinion,
allegedly,
would you cut him off? And because this money could be going to your other kids, so to speak. It's no different if you had a daughter, Ace, and she was marrying some General Pookie or whatever.
Yeah.
But she marrying somebody from the KKK, and you're like, I'm not financing this shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it from both sides, but he does have 2 twin daughters by his current wife. So, like, man, what kind of example you setting for your sisters? Yeah.
I mean, he's grown. He can make his own decisions, but he can make his own money too. That's all I'm saying.
It's a bad situation. There's nothing. Once it got out, I probably would have dropped the whole thing a long time ago. You can't tell me about this love shit or whatever. Yeah. Come on, man.
You guys are nouveau riche. You guys are, hood rich, Pookie rich. But, this is why people got money like Mike. They normally have arranged marriages damn near. Just to avoid this. Like,
yeah,
she might be a gold digger, but her family's worth $400 million. You know
maybe.
what I'm saying?
Maybe.
No, I'm saying in the arranged.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She might be unknown or just somebody from the neighborhood, but they've been living in a house bigger than ours our whole life. Yeah, I got you.
But hey, it just is what it is. But Conor Bedard,
he didn't put himself in a situation with his young Jordan. Once he since they were Juanita's kids, he do what you want, but don't embarrass me. And this is an embarrassment to him.
Embarrassment. Is Conor Bedard the Victor Wembanyama of the NHL plus Hot Weekly's political topics? Pull up. The link is pinned in the chat out there. You can call in or text 424-900-6945. While you're at it, smash that like button and repost the link, please. Bears Saints. Is Bilbo who we thought Bilbo is?
I don't know what the hell that was. Sitting there live watching them throw the ball away to the other team time after time after time in the fourth quarter.
How much of that do you put on play calling? But go ahead.
You got to put it on, a lot of it on play calling and coaching. They were still within a certain amount of points to keep running the damn ball. The defense was playing stout in that game because even though the the Saints were getting short fields for the whole fourth quarter. They still couldn't score. So I would have stuck with the game plan and matriculated the ball down the field to win that game. But the coaches had another idea. Getty.
Man,
So,
they
yeah.
are enamored with Bilbo Bajan, and I hate to belabor it, but this is something we talked about during this show. Back in the preseason, when he had a couple of two good quarters against fourth stringers. Yeah, I know my city that I love. The meatheads are going to be pushing for this guy. I mean, Conor. I mean, he's a poor man's Rex Grossman. That's who Bilbo Bajan is, in my estimation. He had a great first half. He was balling out to a certain extent with some better play calling. Yeah, but in the second half, that guy, like Tori says, he's got popcorn arm, and that ball he might as well have been throwing a wiffle ball the way that ball was floating around.
Well, I mean, they put him in some tough positions. The plays they were calling, I think they should have been more in 12 personnel, where they were just either play action, you go into the tight ends and running the ball, and they would have won that game. But those tight windows to the wide receivers, we saw what happened. It ended up with three damn interceptions in the fourth quarter for the loss. But it's got to be put on the coaching that they put them in that position to have those turnovers, have to throw in those tight windows, and some of the passes were just because they were behind the receiver, or and he's a Division II player trying to throw against NFL cornerbacks. In Division II, those guys are open, but in the NFL, there's closing speed, and they see what the hell you're doing, and they're picking it off. So,
Yeah, and they're saying that he's helping the line by getting rid of the ball, and it could be some truth to that, but I don't feel comfortable saying that without acknowledging that the line is now healthy, minus
Right.
Nate Davis, but they're the healthiest they've been all season.
Yeah. And
Which should
especially on the
matter.
right, it definitely matters, especially on the right side with Jenkins and your rookie.
Yeah, but now they're
Darnell
talking
Wright.
about when Nate Davis come back, they don't know what they're going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Nate Davis at the right guard and put Jenkins back on the left.
Yeah.
Nate was
That's
looking
what
good
they're
over there with Darnell Wright.
Yeah. So now you're bolstering up your left side. Your right side is going to be strong. So let's run the damn ball, throw the ball, let's win some football games. But I don't even think they're interested in that.
No, they're not interested. So the game against the Panthers, I tell you what, it was tough to even stay woke. That was
terrible.
The most vanilla. It looked like a preseason game.
Well, I mean, if your quarterback is coming off of 4 turnovers the previous game, 4 days earlier, I guess they just went conservative to against a team that they knew all they had to do was run the ball to beat.
Boy, the Boo Birds was out, boy. Hey, Bilbo was back there holding the ball because they don't talk about when he's holding the ball too long.
Yeah.
They were saying it like it was a gift. Look at the line; he held it for 6 seconds. Great job on the line, But when it's Justin, he's got to get rid of that.
He's got to get rid of the damn ball.
Yeah, but Bilbo was holding it. They started booing him like they was booing Justin when he was holding it. I tell you, Chicago fans don't like a motherfucker holding the ball. I think it's the Jay Cutler effect pissed everybody off.
Like Jay Cutler standing back there with that rocket cannon for an arm, not knowing how to read defense.
Because what I'm saying is, bro, it's play calling. If you're calling plays to get it out quick, then that's what's going to happen. What I'm saying is it's a little bit of both, bro, because I see times when that drop dead gorgeous Buffalo Bills quarterback Allen is holding that ball, man. Sideshow Mahomes is holding that ball, man. You got to hold that ball sometimes. What I notice is if you're playing to win.
Right.
Guys like Justin have won everywhere they went. That's why you could take a guy like you mentioned, the quarterback for Carolina. They're going to have more interceptions and stuff because at the end of the game, they're not padding their stats. They're not trying to, make my stats look good and just throw a dink like Russell Wilson was doing at the end of the game. Don't make sense.
Yeah.
They're playing to win, bro. And that's why Justin be holding that ball sometimes. He's trying to make a play.
Right. And if the routes is still developing, he's got to hold the ball to see if it's going to develop. And unfortunately, your meatball fans want him to either get the ball out in 2-3 seconds or run for 80 yards. Well, why don't you just take the ball down and just run? Yeah, because he's gonna get freaking killed like the damn Indianapolis Colts quarterback.
Right.
There's times to run, and then there's times not to run. If he's trying to hit a play that he think is going to come open, hold the damn ball until the receiver comes open, and then deliver it. But you got a lot of meatballs here in Chicago.
But don't call 7-step drops, Nagy, if you don't have a line that can support a 7-step drop. Just don't call it.
Absolutely. And then coming out with the empty backfield to start the damn game. Come on, that's. I don't know.
Hey, the Flus is loose. I think we need to have an intervention. I think he's using that MEP again, in my opinion, because hey, I told you, man, he's tipping our hat. Boy, Flus got out there. They was asking him about something unrelated. That boy Flus came out there and said, "But we got a trick up our sleeve." She was like, "What?" "Yeah, we got a trick up our sleeve for the second half." I've never heard a coach say some shit like that.
It was super.
That Mark said, "We got a trick up our sleeve." He was looking like a maniac on MEP, in my opinion.
And maybe went in the back office during halftime
and mepped it up. But he's been fiery. Hey, he talking about he was reporting stuff to the league now. Oh, so now you care. Somebody told you got to win X number of games to keep your job, huh?
Right.
Yeah, sitting there taking up the bum with them bad calls. He's fiery over there. He was talking about BS. He was cussing on the sidelines. Like, this is coaching.
Yeah. You're an NFL head coach, dude. You gotta challenge some of these damn calls.
Man.
You gotta work the whole game. You're the head coach. You can't just stand over there like a coordinator anymore.
No.
You got coordinators that you're losing every week that can just stand over there and look stupid. But you got to figure out the game plan, how to win the game on every minute that your whole team is out there, all three levels. So, yeah, I think somebody took him in the slapping machine and slapped him around. And now he's realizing what he got to do to win some football games. So he's going to fire his OC.
Hey, the media meatheads was on his ass at the post-game interview. And he was like, "So what'd you have up your sleeve?" That Mark was like, "What you got up your sleeve?"
Yeah. Get some dickaisms.
Oh, man. He was happy after that victory, too, man.
Yeah. That game was terrible.
It was, but I'll take it.
It's NFL victory.
Like everybody's talking about how we competed against Denver, and Denver's this, that, and the third. Well, they're 3-5 now. A lot of these teams, they're not good, and we lost to Minnesota in there. Well, Minnesota's 5 or 6 and 5-4 or some shit now. So you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Just because they were at a certain record when we played. I mean, those are the teams that are on the schedule. So
that's right.
We got to win some division games, definitely. The Detroit game coming up is going to be tough, but hey, hopefully Justin will be back and we can go out there and compete.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring Pookie back for the game on the road instead of letting him get warmed up. Because I'm telling you, he wanted to play. They're not talking about it, and he's just being quiet. He wanted to play that game. I saw it in his face. He looked pissed. Yeah. You want to get some confidence, lathered up at home, and destroy the Carolina Panthers. Like I knew he would have went out there and did. Whatever his damn grip strength was, or whatever that crap they keep running out there to the media. Yeah. Let's see if Flu says he's excited to have Justin Fields back, like the way he was excited to see Bilbo Bajan go out there and flutter the ball around like he's been doing in practice week after week.
Stick it up. Of course, he won't be excited to see Justin back, but he'll just give you the Justin is our quarterback, and and we're going to see how how.
Yeah, that's all he does. Yep. Never any praise put on him like the way they put on your boy. Yep.
We'll see. We'll see how he responds during this mini bye week or this short win. Man, when the hell does the Bears bye come? My gosh,
man,
it seems like it get later and later every season.
Man. All right, so what our Bears predictions right now, Ace, you're 4-6. Me and Diesel are tied at 6-4. I gave him a loss last week because he doesn't take the time. I'm not giving wins anymore if you don't take the time to tell us who you're selecting. We're going to consider that a loss. You know what I mean? Sitting there riding the fence, rubbing your bum on the fence. You know what I mean? So he's going to
pick. He's going to pick against him most weeks anyway.
Yeah, well, he didn't give us a pick, so he's 6-4. I called him at 6-4. You're nipping at 4-6.
Right.
So let's go ahead and jump on the topic, bro. Now, full disclosure, I meant to pour some highlights and watch some highlights of Conor. I haven't seen him. I've seen Victor. So just to give you a little backgrounds, like as I mentioned, the Spurs are 3-5. I think the Blackhawks were 5-7 when we were building the show. Victor has broken some records so far in his first 5 games in the league. Just to give you a background, he's the first teenager in San Antonio Spurs history to score 20 points and a half. How old is this kid?
Yeah, I think you remember. It must be 19.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody's damn, this motherfucker's 19.
It's Kobe, LeBron age. Yeah.
Bro, if he played as long as LeBron, if his knees hold up,
he's gonna get that record.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's the first player since '92 to have 100 points, 10 blocks in the first 5 games of his career. The last player to do it was Big Shaq O'Neal. And when you start being on lists with Shaq and you're playing the 5, he's the second rookie in Spurs history. We did that. The first one was David Robinson with the 100 points in first 5 games. He's the youngest player in NBA history to record a 30-point, 10-rebound game. He did it at 19 and 10 months. Victor is a generational talent who's already made an impact on the league. He's averaging 19.4 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks, while shooting 46.2% from the field. I'd like to see that go up. It will. And 32.4 from the arc. He's leading the Spurs to a 3-5 record, which is better than expected for a rebuilding team. Strong candidate for Rookie of the Year, which has been said on here. And then we'll get to Conor. But what's your comments about him so far from what you heard?
From what I heard, what I've seen, I'm just I saw the first game, the end of the first game, and I saw him play reasonably well, especially for a rookie, and then come down to the end of the game and they wouldn't give him the damn ball. They changed it up a few games later, and they I think when he scored at 38 and gave him the ball toward the end so they can win the damn game. But I don't understand, especially with Pop. He would feed David Robinson, he would feed big fundamental Tim Duncan. So I don't know what's going on in San Antonio, but I'm not quite impressed by this NBA play these days anyway.
Can the kid shoot free throws?
Yeah, he can shoot. Yeah, he can shoot free throws. Yeah, he can shoot. Yeah, so you got to get him the ball. Got to give him the ball. I mean, I don't understand what they're trying to build around for the season. I guess they figure that he's a young kid. He's going to hit the rookie wall eventually that season. So they they want to take his minutes and his play in stride and not to put too much on him in the fourth quarters. But if you got a young horse, you got to ride him while you can. And if he gets tired or if he gets injured and he needs some time off at bed rest, then you do that at whatever point in the season.
Yeah, he's not gonna want bed rest, but I'm sure playing for Pop, there's mandatory bed rest. Pop created it.
Yeah, speaking of bed rest, when I was in New Orleans last week, I watched the Pelicans game, and went to the game Saturday and the Thursday before. Um, uh, your boy Zion was on bed rest, but luckily he played in the game I went to.
Nice.
And boy, that team is god awful. I don't say the team is awful, but their strategy, they don't have a point guard at all. They come down, they give Zion the ball at the 3-point line and let him, dribble between his legs and, drive to the hole and try and, do a layup. And this guy could be so much better with, some kind of offensive system. And, even the first half of the game, he didn't look like he wanted to play. And then he realized, hey, we might lose this game. And he started playing, but then, it was too late. Atlanta was moving the ball, getting wide open shots. And,
Well,
they
they
ended up
got to
losing
move either Zion
20.
or the other kid who the Lakers used to have.
Ingram.
Yeah, one or the other, because they're both
Yeah.
doing the same thing out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would move one, and then, like you said, maybe invest in a point guard or somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They need somebody to run the team, but
Yeah, general.
their offensive system is absolutely terrible, and I can't believe a NBA team is allowed to go out there and do that every night.
Like a Pat Beverly would be great for them.
Yeah, because he plays defense and he
holds the team accountable.
Right, yeah. But everybody wants a sexy young 6'5" guard
who can do the step back.
Yeah. Shoot the
high yellow.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot the three without and turn around and head down court before it even hits the rim.
Let's give you a quick breakdown on Conor. He's the third youngest NHL player to register 4 points in a single game. Wow. Feat last accomplished in 1941.
Wow.
He is the second rookie in Blackhawks history to score 100 or more points. No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Who was the youngest player in NHL history to score a hat trick? No, he didn't. Never mind. But he's a generational talent who's already made an impact in the league and a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year. So as far as you know, who's been more consistent or / more impressive right now?
Versus Conor Bedard?
Yeah, Bedard and Wemby Pete.
I think they're both neck and neck. You can see their flashes of talent every time they're on the ice or on the court. That once they figure it all out, once they get the strength that's required to play in each of their leagues, these two guys are going to be unstoppable. I mean, that Bedard, you can see it in the preseason. He skates incredibly. The way he moves around, passes, and once he gets the strength in shooting and getting the teammates to ride with him like he did in that game, had 4 points. My gosh, Hawks are gonna be back on top, Stanley Cup champions. But that kid is special.
So he'll make us say Jeremy who? Jeremy Rennick?
Oh yeah, I mean he puts you in the mind of the guys that just left, Taves and the other guy.
So he's a Bobby Hole type.
Yeah,
what else caliber?
He's a Hall of Fame player. Now you wanna crown Wemby as being such, which I believe he has the talent to do such in the NBA, but this kid is special in hockey, and and he's still slight of build. He's still growing as far as playing the NHL game and getting strength. But
now you guys in our world, the pink players have to work hard, twice as hard, to get on the court. So for this guy to be saying this about Bedard, it must really mean something. You know what I mean?
That guy is special. So, it's just a matter of the Hawks putting the team together around him. and I think they will.
Has he had a fight yet?
Nah, he's not gonna fight anybody. Those are the old days when you had the
You can't grab each other and just beat the crap out of each other no more in hockey, man.
I mean, you can, but the Hawks don't have that kind of team. They don't have those Bob Proberts out there, those guys out there drinking.
We're not here to win. We're here to kick somebody's ass.
yeah. We stink, but we're gonna win the damn fight. First,
so who would you rather have on your team? If you own the Bulls and you own the Blackhawks, and they told you, no, you're Reinsdorf, and they told you, all right, listen, we can work some shit behind the scenes. You can get Wemby or you can get Bedard. Who you going with, Phil?
That's tough. Wow.
Because it comes down to which player or team you think is going to have a brighter future. You know what I mean? Based upon that, I'm going with Wemby, bro. I'll just put it out there, only because he's a freak of nature. He's a unicorn out there. This guy's 7. He's like Ralph Sampson with the less stiff.
Right.
Although Ralph had a little rock to him, but it was just different. They didn't let the big man do what he wanted back in the day.
Yeah. He had to stay.
Get your big ass down low.
Rebound and shit.
Right, block shots and shit. Right.
But man, that's a tough question. Business wise, it would probably be Wemby. Hockey doesn't generate the money that basketball does, so I'd have to go with the young basketball player.
And neither of them are American.
Yeah, so they can go.
Because one's from Canada and the other one's from French Canada.
Yeah, they can take their talents anywhere they want to.
Yeah, speak French to each other.
Saudi Arabia, once they offer him $1 billion contract or some crazy shit.
So is this as we wrap up? We're missing meaningless games, but Bilbo is this Bilbo Bagent? Is this Conor Bedard situation basically the Bilbo Bagent Great White Hope syndrome, or is this guy? No
comparison. No comparison. No, this guy's legit.
So he's a Larry Bird on ice.
Yeah. And you'll see it. I mean, he's already done it in a few games for the Hawks. But as the team grows around him, you see it a lot more. This kid's special. And
so we'll have a bus of him outside with Jordan and Pippen outside the United Center. Are there any Blackhawks players out there?
No, it's all basketball players.
That's stupid as hell. They won a bunch of chips. That's dumb as fuck. Like if you go to Staples Center, they got statues of homeless people out there. They got so many damn.
Yeah, I've seen them. I have to go and look. You know what? I can't, because Jordan's statue was outside. They brought it inside. So I got to see what they got out there.
Yeah, they brought it inside. Talking about the weather. When y'all put that motherfucker out there, y'all didn't know the weather was. Get the fuck out there. Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Bulls games in the last few years because of the squad they put out there. I haven't been to the United Center, so I'll go down there and check it out. I gotta assume there's got to be some,
man. If you're gonna go down there, man, you go down there to the Blackhawks game, bro. That's what that's my plan, man. We probably need to get together, man. You know what I mean? Come to the city, check out a Blackhawks game, and I want to check it out. I ain't never been to one, and I don't mind watching generational players. I don't care what color they are or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We used to. My guy his sister used to work for a company, and they used to have the suite.
Andy Frame?
No. One of the major energy companies, and they used to have this. Yeah, you had the suite when the Hawks sucked. So they let us go down and go to the games in the suite because nobody wanted to go to the damn games. The Hawks were so damn bad. But this is prior to Taves and Conor.
Mm-hmm.
And you go there, free liquor and food, and the dessert cart coming in the third period. Yeah,
free liquor and food. Damn, niggas will never go home.
And it was like one game. It was like, so who's going to sign for it? And everybody's in the suite looking around like, I'm not going to sign. I'm not going to sign. Hey, give me the damn shit. I'll sign for it. I don't work for the company, and I'm not paying you anything. So what difference does it make? I just signed for it, and we were in there with some other colors, but yeah, that was back when the Hawks sucked. But we couldn't get in there once they started winning.
Hey, I think the Blackhawks should have their own ice arena by now, man. But that's Reinsdorf squeezing those pennies. Like when they once winning those chips and went on their run.
Yeah, they should have built them.
Yeah, I'd have built a standalone stadium, bro.
Yeah, they should have. But squeezing pennies.
Yeah.
Reinsdorf.
Making manhole covers out of pennies. Go ahead and give me your final words, bro, so we can catch a couple of these meaningless games.
All right. Well, final word is on Conor Bedard or Victor Wembanyama. It's a good time for sports to have such generational talents in basketball and hockey. Shout out to our sponsors, 97.1 Wiener and the Butt. But to have such generational talents coming onto the scene at the same time. Happy to see it happen in Chicago. We were at the end of the Taves and Kane era, and they just couldn't get it done anymore with the players they had around them. They said, they were making too much money and they couldn't get any other players, and they were trading players and getting rid of players. And
saying they talked the shit with the Bulls. They're making too much. Reinsdorf is cheap, but go ahead.
Yeah, he's cheap. These guys had like 10-year contracts, so you can't tell me that they didn't outplay the value of those damn contracts, winning 3 Stanley Cups. They let Panera go, who was a great player. I mean, they could have still been winning, but back to the cheapness of the Bulls but they'll pay a damn guy like Levine $200 million who doesn't even know the damn game.
Anyway. Yeah, because your boy Reinsdorf is running a hustle, and we used to say this all the time. You're gonna make money in Chicago anyway, and the Hallis family knows it. McCaskey's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's sports.
Yeah, sign D Wade, sell some jerseys.
Yeah. Fill up the stadium. Fill up, because you had all those years that they, you were running Jalen Rose out there and those other bums. And the United Center was still sold out over
Pete Myers.
Yeah, over the 6 championships. People were coming back, still going to the damn stadium like the Bulls are going to win another championship. And so
Bill Cartwright was at the helm.
Oh boy, did those days suck. Bill Cartwright and all the Pete Myers, and those guys running the organization. When you still had guard packs, bringing in players, and they lucked up every now and again. They got Jason Williams, and he wanted to ride a damn motorcycle, and Derrick Rose unfortunately got hurt. But the generational talent in Wembanyama and Conor Bedard is going to be something to witness, especially here in Chicago once our hockey teams get, improves in the next couple of years. And I don't know what the Spurs are going to do, but they got to make some trades. They got to make some moves. They got to get rid of those guys that don't want to get that guy the ball. I think they can go back to the old system of, basically what they were doing when Tim Duncan was there, and get them some, a smart point guard like they had in Tony Parker, get some defensive players, and just go win some games. So
he means a white point guard.
I'm sure they'll be looking in the draft for a smart. Tony Parker was French, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You go find him another point guard from France and bring him on over. You have a French point guard, a French 5/4/3/2/1, and go out and win some more championships. So it's to compare the two. I think it's just a big comparison in greatness as far as both of them are concerned. So you're counting on Wemby winning the future MVP. And I think the same thing for Bedard, especially they're both versatile locks for a Rookie of the Year for both leagues. So
Hall of Famers barring injury, both.
I'd say yes, most definitely. Wemby, might be pressing LeBron's record if he plays.
Because you know
longer.
when you know, man. When I saw Frank Thomas come up, I knew he was a Hall of Famer, bro. It was just something about him, you know.
Yeah. Same thing for Bedard. Burn. Well, they don't really get hurt in hockey to where they can't recover that next year. So I would put him in as definitely future Hall of Famer, and Wemby in as future Hall of Famer. So it is that said here right first on Mouthpiece included. Get ready for some amazing careers, and that's my final word.
First ballot, huh?
Yeah, easy, both of them.
Look at him back there with his Superman suit on. All right, and my final words to Ace's point. Both of these players are generational talents, meaning they have the potential to change both games and become legendary. Who's more impressive? Who has a brighter future? Who would you rather have on your team? Yeah, that's what we debated in today's episode, with the help of all of your opinions. Based on the facts and statistics that was presented, we both feel that Bedard and the Wemby are phenomenal athletes who've already achieved remarkable feats in their rookie campaigns. They're both leading their teams towards success and strong candidates for Rookie of the Year out there. However, I think we also think that Big Wemby has a slight edge over Bedard because of his unique combination of height, his skill set, and versatility. He's a rare specimen who can do things that no other player can do, and he's only going to get better. He is the league's next big thing, and we both feel he'll have a more dominant and impactful career than Bedard. However, Bedard will dominate in his own right. Of course, this is just our opinion, and we respect that you may have a different one. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and or feedback, feel free to drop a comment below. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay loyal to the Navy and Orange. Bear the F down. FGB.
The FGB for sure.
Yeah, and don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Yeah. All right. Hey, so next week on
Big
Mouthpiece Included, we're going to cover arm wrestling and the foundational melanated Americans. So, we're gonna, you got Bilbo's dad is all in the news, left-handed, right-handed. Yeah. We're gonna unpack the blacks in arm wrestling. Some of us got to be out there, right? Somebody had
absolutely. Yeah, the pinks will get the coverage and the lauding and the gratitudes, but there's got to be some brothers out there. Yeah.
All right, and then Tuesday we got a guest on the Self-Love Show. He's a bit of a artivist. That's an activist and an artist. He's an artist for culture. And so it's the topic is Black Artivism, the conjoined twins of culture. Unpacked. Yeah. Live Tuesday, 6 p.m. right here on TATN.
Deep Self-Love Show.
Yeah. So quick word from our sponsors, and then we'll close it out.
WQHG 97.1. 97.1. In the morning, cool weekends. FM. Weenie. And the Manic Monkey 97.1.
And Mike said Manic Monkey.
All weekend long. Weenie and the Butt.
Do you know a Manic Monkey?
FM. Dickie the Punchline Donkey on Cool 97.1. On the radio.
The Punchline Donkey.
FM. The Manic Monkey.
Cool weekends. In the morning on 97.1. 97.1. Weenie in the Butt. 97.1. In the afternoon. In the afternoon.
Oh my God.
WQHG.
Turn it on and rip the knob off.
You're listening to the radio.
We have a butt. We have a butt. We have a.
All right. Oh, that's big ups to the sponsors.
Big ups to the sponsors, 97.1.
All right, that concludes this episode.
Manic Monkey.
Mouthpiece.
You can find yourself sliding through south side of Chi. Might be on Stony. You might be out west on Laramie. On the West Coast.
Inglewood.
Checking your blind spot. Check your 6. Watch your back.
Mouthpiece included.
Check your blind spot.
Better guard your grill.
Guard your grill.
Knuckle up.
Knuckle up. I forgot my mouthpiece this week. We'll have it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm on the road.
And don't forget to
Don't forget it, baby.
free JF1. And don't forget to free Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And don't forget to
JF went out there, baby. But,